Since the completion of the raid, some weird symbols have been found in the eye sockets of Rhulk. Symbols that possibly connect to Eris Morn and even the Bray family. Today we're going to try and decipher what this could mean in regards to the final shape, and speculate on the possibility of these characters turning against us. Welcome on in there, Guardians. Hope you're having a great day, and let's get into it. I want to again state that most of this is speculation and for fun. We can guess what these symbols mean in Rhulk's eyes, but as of right now we have no solid answer, and this is all we can do. Let me know your own theories in the comments below. Thanks to a screenshot by Reddit user Lawsome94, we can get a closer glimpse at the character of Rhulk, one that we're normally not meant to see. What's weird here, if you get this close-up look of his face, is that Rhulk has some symbols within his eyes. 4 sun-looking icons, the astrological symbol for the dwarf planet Eris, and the Bray family logo. These symbols have to be here for a reason, right? Strange considering you need to be this close to a raid boss to spot it, and Rhulk's normally waltzing around and is much taller than we are, so it seems crazy to think that these don't have a purpose. So why would an alien in Rhulk, disciple of the Witness and his fleet, have symbols connected to characters that we know? Now the reality could be that these symbols represent something completely different. This symbol is sideways, but represents the dwarf planet of Eris, which Mara visits in the Collector's Edition lore with Eris Morn and destroys a pyramid, so maybe Rhulk just had connections to that planet. But maybe this glyph represents a person in Eris Morn herself. It sounds crazy to think about, but let's speculate for fun. Now you'd be kidding yourself if you didn't think at one point that Eris Morn could turn evil. Even with lore disproving it time and time again, you have a human character with hive alien eyes. In the Dark Future lore book, the Exo Stranger experiences a time loop that begins with Taniks's death and Cade 6 becoming the Hunter Vanguard. In the book, a bunch of different events happen. Eris Morn leads a group of Dark Guardians and destroys everything. The Stranger teaches Anna Bray, her sister, the power of stasis, and she wants to help. But in the end, Anna betrays her own sister and kills Mara Sov. In a giant final battle right after that moment with Eris Morn on the moon, the time loop starts all over again at Taniks's death. Now the point here is that in this timeline, Eris was in fact evil and killed everything. The pyramid ship on the moon corrupted her back then, and she would join the darkness after that, maybe even under the command of the Witness. In our current timeline that we know of, this didn't happen. Eris did find the pyramid ship in Shadowkeep on the moon and acquired stasis from it, but as far as we can see, she's okay for now. Could that change? Yes, but no sign of it as of yet. So the question would be, is Eris Morn on this path to following the darkness too closely, just like Callus did and Rhulk? Would Eris Morn become a disciple? Next, we have the Bray symbol. Now this right here is the logo for Clovis Bray, which we are not talking about. We're talking about this symbol, which appears in the Exo Stranger and her sister Anna Bray. Now I'm not sure if we know exactly what this means, but it appears to be related to the Bray family in general, so we're just going to call it the Bray symbol. In Rhulk's eye, I guess this could pertain to any one of them, Clovis, Anna, Elsie, or even some of the others. Clovis appears to make the most sense. As previously mentioned, Clovis Bray wanted to be the LUCA, or Last Universal Common Ancestor, the last human to survive and insert himself into godhood. Bray would follow the path of the darkness from the moon to Europa to build the Exos, and also speak to Clarity Control. What if Clarity was responsible? What if there was some primeval chaos? Some precosmic entropy, which was soaked in Clarity to reduce it to that first nucleus of all existence which issued the Big Bang. What if clarity's defiance of time reversibility makes it a fountain of cosmic youth, returning all that is burnt out and burnt down to its state before the fire? Perhaps clarity is the Ein Sof, the nameless god before creation, preparator of the cosmic egg, razor that cuts the fat of complication away from the bone. We know Clovis Bray was a crazy madman, and if Savathun didn't stop the collapse from happening, perhaps Clovis Bray would actually achieve this godhood, becoming the LUCA and maybe even joining the forces of the Witness to advance further towards that final shape.
The deep stone crypt has stood for centuries without intervention, and from the ether, your people swoop in and destroy my work without thought.
Your work? Are you?
More than just an AI? Indeed. I am an exact replica of Clovis Bray the First's consciousness. Woken, thanks to the intruders in the crypt. Potent darkness energy. This is what you were looking for, Elizabeth? I could never use it. Something tells me you can.
I can, and will, but not alone. We can all use it for good, to save humanity.
No. What? It's not what it's for at all. It's for research, for legacy, for the Bray name.
What about Anna Bray? In the Dark Future lorebook, Anna betrays the stranger and kills Mara Sov, joining forces with the evil Eris Morn. In Beyond Light, the stranger tells us and Anna this so that it could be averted. But what if we mess up somehow moving forward and Anna Bray does become this version of herself?
It still finds a way. Eris Morn gave in to curiosity and brought the darkness. Aramis gave in to desire and built a dark empire. As with all things dark, they were both driven by obsession. Because that's where our fault lies. That's how darkness corrupts. I can't ignore it any longer.
Protect me? I've been protecting myself just fine without your help, thanks. And this? Using the darkness? That can't end well.
And it didn't before. But this time...
Hold on. Before?
In another timeline, Anna, you were too obsessed with your past for your own good. And I was too selfish for my own good. The truth is, I'm not from this timeline. Where I come from, the darkness won. And I tried to shield you from it, but all I did was drive you to it. I'm sorry for keeping so much from you. I think the best way to help you now is just to be there for you.
Look, I don't mean to be ungrateful, and it's incredible that you're alive. Really. But I don't know how to handle this. I'm sorry.
Anna, wait!
Elsie Bray, or the Exo Stranger. The entire purpose of the Stranger, even back through Destiny 1, was guiding us so the dark future doesn't happen. Here's an example. In the Dark Timeline, the Black Heart corrupted Guardians, making them a Dark Army. In ours, we destroyed the Black Heart, so this couldn't happen. Elsie seems to be for helping us humans at any cost, even telling us to wield darkness to stop timelines from converging.
In fact, I'll be here to guide anyone who wants it. The Vanguard only recognizes the light. Someone has to do the same for the dark. Or else we risk losing everyone and everything. We have a universe yet to save. I'm looking forward to doing it together. Darkness resides within, beckoning you, as it has many others, across lifetimes. Timelines. Beyond ours lies another world, one pervaded by darkness, where Guardians abandoned their light at the call of temptation. In that world, you were no exception. But here, in this world, light and dark swell within you side by side, giving you strength. Remember that when you step onto the ziggurat once more. You're there for one reason and one alone. To fully harness the darkness within you. It's time now. They're expecting you.
Now this next thought seems highly unlikely, but for fun, what if it was all a plot twist and she was already working for the Witness and even Eris Morn too? What if this line was actually to the Witness?
A side should always be taken, little light. Even if it's the wrong side. Too late returning. How many? Hold position, kill the engines, and don't let them find you.
Now I know that sounds crazy, it is, but maybe the Clovis Bray symbol just represents the Bray family's connection to the darkness itself, and not just one person. Or the reality could be that this symbol doesn't have to do with Bray at all, and actually means something completely different out there in the universe. Another great suggestion and possibility comes from one of you guys who watched my video the other day. Elsie says the 4 sun symbols mean the ships on Titan, Mercury, Io, and Luna. The Bray one represents Europa, and the Eris symbol represents the planetoid where Mara Sov destroyed that pyramid. Alternatively, this could be the pyramid ship on Luna. Now this can totally make sense. Perhaps Rhulk just wasn't in the throne world to protect Savathun, but maybe he also had a job to watch over what's going on in Seoul. So if that is true, a big shout out to you, Elsie. Thanks for watching the videos, thanks for this epic post, and this could very well be the answer. So to wrap this up, what are our theories? We know that Eris and the Stranger were with Mara Sov when Mara destroyed that pyramid near the dwarf planet Eris. And the 2 symbols represent Eris and something in regards to possibly the Bray family. So perhaps that's why these symbols are in Rhulk's eyes if he had connection to that planet somehow. Next, Rhulk is a disciple. He's destroyed his own race and was the last one to remain, taken in by the Witness. Are these symbols related to future disciples, or maybe even disciples in other timelines? Or do these symbols just represent the pyramids we currently know of in Seoul? Titan, Mercury, Io, Mars, Luna, and on Europa. Anyway, Guardians, let me know your theories down below. I always love discussing these crazy theories and these types of videos. Are these symbols related to any of the characters we know, or do they mean something completely different? If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. My name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.